So hello guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video, and I've been playing Super Mario RPG for a little bit now, and this is an absolutely amazing remake. Right now I'm in the Mole Mountains, and I just collected the orange star piece, which is the third one you get in the game, and did the minecart minigame as well. But yeah, this is just really good. Especially as someone who loves the Mario RPGs. Like, I mean, I'm sure most of you know how much I love Paper Mario, and this is definitely holding over the weight for the Thousand Year Door remake, because this is practically Paper Mario Zero. And I also love the Mario and Luigi series as well, like up there with the Paper Mario games. Like, I love the Mario RPGs in general. I'm kind of known for loving the Mario RPGs and pointing out every single little reference to them in certain games, like the Shy Guy with Balloons and Mario Strikers Battle League. But this is what I've been wanting for so long. Both this and the Thousand Year Door remake. And Mario RPG in general, like, it already just scratches that itch, like, right off the bat with this remake. Like, it just scratches that traditional Mario RPG itch that I've been having for so long. I mean, I have played other Mario RPGs that I haven't played over the past few years, but this one feels new, it feels fresh. Even though it is faithful, it does kind of feel new in a sense to where everything feels streamlined, and the graphics are also overhauled as well. So, with the remake aspect of the Super Mario RPG remake, like I said, it is pretty faithful to the original, but it also improves things drastically from the original as well, in my opinion. I mean, the original was already really good, but I feel like this remake improves it in a way to where it's so much more approachable for modern audiences and everything from what I can see. Like, things like the action commands just have so much more feedback to them now. I mean, they did in the original game, but the visual element of the action commands is really important, and they expanded upon it in a similar way to how the Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi games did, to where you kind of get that element of satisfaction with both, like, the visual element and the sound effect. It just feels really good overall. And yeah, just pulling off the action commands in general is just really satisfying, and kind of learning how to use the different... I know that was in the original game, kind of learning how to do the different moves, but I feel like this remake kind of incentivizes you to do it even more, because if you do an action command exactly, like, I'm not sure what frame limit it is. I'm sure it's like there's like a window within a couple frames to where you could do it like perfectly, and it does splash damage to all of the enemies, which I think is really cool. I know it does kind of make the game easier, but I do feel it does still feel a bit more satisfying than it did in the original game, which I do kind of like. And they also added like new special enemies that are very frequent. They appear in like, there's like multiple of them in each area. So I feel like the fact that you can do more damage now, I feel like it definitely makes sense when they have those special enemies and everything. They give you frog coins also, and more EXP, which is just really nice. And I really like that they made that change. It just feels great overall. Like, the battles are really fun and definitely improved from the original. It's just like there's so much more visual flair now. Like, it definitely seems like the remake is kind of doing everything that the SNES game intended to do, like, especially like with its visual style, because it kind of was meant to look 3D in the original game, because it used pre-rendered sprites. So now seeing them with 3D models just looks really good, and it looks right. Like, it just looks like, it feels like the original vision that this game had, and I just really appreciate that. And like, the bosses and the enemies are really fun as well. They changed some of the names for some of them, which is a bit weird. Some of them do make sense. Like, the fact that the Smithy game, now has, like, names that are more consistent rather than like ones that are kind of like either different languages in different things. They now are more clearly aligned with like weapons. So I feel like that kind of makes sense to a degree. And yeah, it's just like they retained a lot of the charm from the original as well. Like, it's just great to see like a Mario game in HD like this that has like so much charm and personality with it. I know like Mario Wonder also kind of had that, but kind of reimagining the visuals of Mario RPG in a way to where it still kind of retains that charm in like 3D and HD is just really cool. Seeing all these like little moments in the game, like where Mario like transforms into different characters to describe to people in different things like that, all the like little funny moments and everything, and then also the actual cutscenes as well. There's also like pre-rendered cutscenes that play out in certain important moments, like when you get a party member or like during certain bosses and things, and also during the triple moves as well. And I'll get into the triple moves in a little bit as well, but these cutscenes are just really cool. And it's just some of the highest quality cutscenes I've seen in a Mario game. Kind of comparable to Origami King to a degree with the cutscenes, because those cutscenes in that game were also really good. But yeah, it's just really cool to see like cutscenes that are this well polished in a Mario game. Like, it almost reminds me of like cutscenes in other RPGs. Like in Xenoblade, there's a lot of amazing cutscenes in those games. Kind of reminds me of that, or the Final Fantasy games as well, which is a bit closer to how Super Mario RPG is, with its roots and everything, which definitely makes a lot of sense. But yeah, there's definitely a big upgrade to the presentation. And then another thing about the presentation of this game, like there's actually backgrounds rather than just like a single colored void. The void in the background was due to the limitations of the SNES, but now, like, all of the worlds are fully fleshed out, and it just looks really nice. But yeah, with, like, the new things that they added here, like triple moves and things, I think, and then also the chains as well, like, those are definitely some things that make the battles really satisfying. Like I was talking about with the action commands, like the chains are another thing that makes them really engaging. And then that can fill up like the gauge, like the limit break gauge, that kind of enables the triple moves after a while. And the triple moves are really cool. I only unlocked one so far since I only have Mario, Mallow, and Geno. But it's really cool, it kind of uses that same quality is the cutscenes, and it's cool that they actually added this special move like this. It's almost comparable to a degree to like the special moves in Paper Mario or the Bros attacks in the Mario and Luigi series. Maybe a little less the Bros attacks, because the Bros attacks actually have like really cool inputs to them, while this is more of like a visual flair while also like attacking the enemy and everything. It would have been cool if there were action commands involved with this, but action commands in Mario RPG are more time-based, so I'm not sure how well that would have worked. Because the action commands in the Mario and Luigi series kind of built off of the foundation that Super Mario RPG built. So yeah, but the triple moves is still really cool, and it kind of is an equivalent to like those special moves in 64 and Thousand Year Door. As well as the Bros attacks, but without the inputs and everything. So it is cool that Mario RPG kind of has its own version of that, and they just look really good. And I have seen some of the other ones, like, in the trailers and video and everything, but yeah. And then going back to the idea of special enemies that I mentioned before, it's almost similar to the concept of, like, the shiny enemies in both Paper Mario Sticker Star and Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, or also like the Mazy Daisies in the older Paper Mario games. So it is cool that there are like stronger enemy variants. I really hope they do something like this in the Thousand Year Door remake. That would be amazing. Like in the Thousand Year Door remake, they should have like shiny enemies like they did. I know people don't like the papery elements of Sticker Star and everything, but just purely aesthetically that would be cool. But the special enemies is a really nice addition to Super Mario RPG and everything. So, and like I said, it definitely kind of makes up for the fact that the battle system is a little bit easier. And they also reward you frog coins, which I think I also mentioned as well, which is very useful. So there's also the monster list and the scrapbook, which are also really cool additions as well. The monster list is kind of like a mixture of the Tattlelog from Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door and the Piclopedia from the Pikmin series, or especially like the Piclopedia in like Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 4, since you can actually like view the enemies and everything, and it's just really cool. And I'm actually kind of going out of my way to use Thought Peak, or well, originally called Psychopath, with Mallow on basically every enemy and boss, like I usually would in the Paper Mario games with Tattle. So I think that's really cool, and I really like how they give you an incentive to use, like, Thought Peak a lot. So, yeah. And then the scrapbook is another really cool feature as well. Like, it kind of adds on to the story of the game and kind of gives, like, a little bit more of a perspective to, like, Mallow and Geno, because most of them are written by Mallow and Geno, which is really cool. And those are two characters that definitely deserve more attention and everything. I mean, I know Geno is pretty popular, but I mean, more attention on the general scale of, like, the general public, and I guess, like, just Nintendo fans or people who play Nintendo games in general. I mean, while Geno is fairly popular, I feel like he still is a somewhat niche character. So I think this remake will definitely help Geno and Mallow be more recognizable as characters just overall. But yeah, the Mario RPG remake is just really good, and I definitely recommend it so far. If you played the Paper Mario games or the Mario and Luigi games and haven't played Super Mario RPG yet, play this. Play this now. Play this if you like the Paper Mario games. Please play this. It's almost like Paper Mario mixed with Mario and Luigi, like with this game and everything, because it basically serves as the foundation for both Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi. Because much of the staff of the original game went on to develop the Mario and Luigi games. And then Paper Mario was actually originally meant to be a sequel to Super Mario RPG, and technically is a spiritual sequel, with 64 and Thousand Year Door. But yeah, Super Mario RPG is just absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to get back to playing it. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Twitter if you want to. Goodbye.